Good morning from the Trinity River Trail in Fort Worth, Texas. Morning. I have ridden here early before, but the sun was up a little more than this. But morning. The one thing I've found, especially when you're near a river like this, the Trinity River's right over there to the right, is bugs. Lots of bugs. Morning. When the sun comes up and there's quite a bit more light, then the bugs tend to disperse, but not right now. Yeah, man. Wow. I thought they were going to be this thick, but boy, oh boy, I'm going to have to wipe my nose off. Morning. Now we're riding under Hewin Street on this pedestrian bridge here. I wish the trail was this high the whole way because we probably wouldn't have as many bugs. They're not as bad up here, but there are a lot of swallows that nest up here. The little mud nests, and I'm sure they keep the bug count down, especially mosquitoes. This is about the time of year in Texas where we don't see nary a rainstorm, so it's going to be hot, for the next month and a half. Well into September. All right, back to the bugs. Afraid to open my mouth. I want to get a bug protein snack. Morning. I'm gonna go down to this bridge. There's a bridge that runs across the river to the east side. I'm on the west bank of the river right now. Morning. I'm just gonna let you enjoy the scenery while I try to not swallow a bug. This is the Fort Worth rail yard over here to my left. That's that noise you're hearing. They're moving some cars around. Still a very pretty morning though. Yeah, for the next month and a half, maybe 2 months, like I said, this is really the best time to ride. It's probably 80 degrees right now, and it's only gonna get warmer. Morning. Ow! Whatever that bug was that just hit me in the face, he had a sharp beak. Felt like a little needle. Alright, I need to quit griping about the bugs. Come some ducks. Good day. 16 miles an hour. I think they really want to keep it under 20 miles an hour on this trail. I think that's the whole point in the sign back there. Morning. I love this trail. It's you know, there's a lot of folks that use this trail, a lot of walkers, runners, cyclists, but there's just this, I want to say professional trail etiquette or whatever, but everybody just understands, you know, they appreciate when you ring your bell, they announce when they're passing you. See if the lights are still on over here, but they may be off by now. So I don't want to go left here. If I go left, I'm headed down to the riverbank. This is my favorite part right here. Not having to pedal. Just let gravity do the job. Yep, looks like the lights are off. Normally they have, right in this section here, they have lights. But they've got them turned off. I guess my automatic headlight is on. Papacito's Cantina. My wife and I were here yesterday, as a matter of fact. It's really good. It's always consistently good. We're now on the east bank. This trail is a little bit newer. I like it because it's newer and because it's wider. It's morning, probably 10 feet, maybe more. I'm terrible at measurements, but it's also not as crowded as the west side. The reason is because the west bank over there, there's a huge park. Yeehaw. Whoa. Thanks, guys. Morning.
Morning.
I think because I have sunblock on, the bugs are sticking to me. But and there's another pedestrian bridge up here. We're going to cross over it and then head back south. I'm headed north right now. Or maybe we'll just go over the bridge and turn around and come back up this side. Yep. Quite a few more folks on this side. In fact, I'll probably just turn around. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Yep, I think I'm just gonna turn around right here. This is where you can use your throttle if you're in the wrong gear. You're afraid you're gonna morning. East side of the river. But now you get a different perspective since we're headed south. Got some origami sculptures over there. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I've ever seen those before. Either origami or paper airplanes, one of the two. So I covered this on a different video. This is my Velotric Discover 2. And they did a firmware update to this bike a week or so ago. They did actually several firmware updates, but one of them was to enable you to move or switch from cadence to torque. This bike, you can switch from cadence sensor to torque sensor, and before you had to do it in the app or in the display in the menu settings. But they did this firmware update, and now you can do it while you're riding. You can do it on the fly, which is pretty cool. So this is how it works. You do have to be moving. You don't have to be pedaling, but the bike cannot be stationary. You have to be moving like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just pressing the menu button here. Okay. And now I'm in cadence sensor mode. And this is eco mode. So this is the lowest power setting. Cadence sensor mode is a lot of fun. You're not going to get much exercise, but if you want to get somewhere in a hurry, or you just want to ride for fun, you know, you really don't want to have to pedal very hard. Torque sensor is different. It actually measures the amount of pressure that you're applying to the pedals, and it gives you motor assistance based on that, and based on which pedal assist level you're in. The downside to cadence sensor mode is the motor is basically just on or off. It's not really sensing how much pedal pressure you're applying. It's just on or it's off. And for that reason, the battery consumption is quite a bit higher. But for situations like this, where I'm having to climb a hill, it's great. No problem. I mean, I was just spinning the pedals, not applying any pressure, so it's great. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back in torque sensor mode. Again, you just push on the menu button, you press down and hold it for 4 or 5 seconds. Yep, less bugs. Whew. Didn't know I could hold my breath that long. I think that shirt was here last year. We're headed south now on the west side of the river. This section here is a newer trail. I don't know how new it is, but it's definitely fairly new. It's wider. Well, you can just tell the concrete is newer too. This trail is great. I mean, if you like to walk or run, I know folks that do that like to have a softer trail to run on, and you can see this is gravel over here to the right. So it's very popular for runners and joggers and walkers. A little easier on the joints. So another really cool feature this bike has, it actually has a cruise control. And the way it works, you have the bottom button, which is on the very bottom of the control panel here, and all you do, you get to the speed you want. Like I'm at 19, almost 19 miles an hour. Press and hold, boom. And now it's on. Morning. That gentleman is out here all the time. I think every time I've ridden out here, regardless of the time of year, he's out here riding. So he is a dedicated cyclist. Now I'm going up a hill and it's holding me at about 18.2, 18.3. So pretty cool. Morning. So if you're out riding and you get tired, you don't want to use the throttle, you just want to relax for a little bit, this is a great way to go. Again, you will probably use up your battery faster. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm guessing, because I know that's the way throttle is. If you're using your throttle a lot, you're definitely going to use more battery. And to cancel this, you basically just squeeze your brake levers, either one, and it turns it off. There's a little symbol on the display that shows you when you're in cruise control mode. I love riding across this bridge, so we're going to go across it again. Yeah, it looks like that's a group of runners. They have different running events out here too, and they're well organized too. They have the paths marked off, and less protein, no more bugs. Whew. Morning, y'all. Okay, whoa. Oh, thanks, guys. I didn't get to use my bell. What'd that guy say? I just went, yeah, whatever. There's a great blue heron fishing, very cool. Morning. I have friends that are runners, and man, I really respect those folks for doing that, but it does not look like any fun. And they just, maybe they're just concentrating, I don't know, but they don't ever seem to have a smile on their face. They're just like, let's get this over with. Morning.
Good morning.
Alright, that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the ride on the Trinity River Trail this morning. We'll catch you next time. Have a good day.